it came out because Broner put it out there that, you know, oh, Thurman was out there gambling, you know, before, like...
I didn't see it. I mean, I seen the post, but I didn't see that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it true?
I mean, I guess there were pictures that surfaced, but it doesn't necessarily mean he was out partying. You know, it doesn't mean he was out all night. He could have just hit a table really quick. Nonetheless, though, you know, like with fighters, your guys is, I mean, I've seen just from talking to you guys, and like, when you're in camp, I generally meet with you once a week, and your guys' sleeping habits are insane. You know, you guys will like sleep, awake, eat. And so I can only imagine maybe like sometimes even during your guys' like fights, like how is it?
Sometimes you don't sleep that much the week of the fight at night. You sleep more during the day. Sometimes you have restless nights. You just toss and turn. So maybe it could have been something like that where he just couldn't really catch some sleep. I mean, he might have slept a lot during the day.
Yeah, right?
You know,
that's what I was
6,
saying.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then he just wakes up and can't really quite go to sleep. He's tossing and turning for an hour, and now before you know it, it's 2 in the morning. He just can't go to sleep. Maybe he walked down to you know, walk around a little bit and decided to throw some money quickly before going back up. I don't know. I'm just making something up.
Totally, but there's so many variables that could come into play.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
in other words, that's all I wanted to touch base on.
He might have had something like that. I didn't see him. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I did see the post that he was supposedly, Broner said he was up 3 in the morning or something. Now, if that was true, that he was staying up to gamble and to play, and that could have cost him also. Right? You know, that's also not good. That's not recommended. But yeah, I mean, everybody saw him fight. He fought tough. He fought a tough fight. I mean, he could have gotten his way too.
Most definitely. Do you think that there will be a rematch between Thurman and Pacquiao?
I think that, I think they could. I don't think it's gonna be next though. I don't think the rematch is next, just because the fight was such a tough fight for him, for Manny and for Keith. I think they both will probably choose to take on a different fight before trying to fight each other again.
Totally.
That's kind of. I mean, if the fight wouldn't have been as tough and as you know, damaging for each other, because they
both took some heat. Man. Yeah, of course.
Those are the fights that you really need your break. And then when you come back from that, you probably don't want to fight that type of fight again, because one more fight like that, back to back, could possibly be, you know, the beginning of the end of your career. I've seen other fighters that have that kind of fight, and it takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot, you know, from you physically. So I think they could fight rematch maybe next year after another intermediate fight.
Got you. Do you think that would be still tough, huh? Because you couldn't say automatically that Manny would win, because Thurman's going to go and he's going to
make adjustments as well and learn from the first fight. You know, like I said, he seemed a little surprised, a little maybe under the lights type of, you know, situation. But now he's done it, so he'll be better adapted to the energy, to the crowd, to the atmosphere, what's going on, what's media week like, and the whole process. So that might have helped him.
All right. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Got it.
Appreciate it.